Welcome back. Again, I just tried this and for some reason it recorded a black screen, so I'm going to roll back the file a bit to do what I'm about to do again. Oh, and of course now everything's going to load. So last time, well, the last couple of times, I built an ice machine. Technically, the ice machine works just fine. I'm going to want something I don't have. Didn't know it last time either, so this is better. I know it's in here somewhere. It is, I might be wrong. Get up. That's good. That's good. I don't see that sort of stuff is good. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, no, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't hurt. Just grab it. I don't think I need that much. So, the ice machine doesn't work. Meaning that technically the machine works just fine. Although it could be better. That's part of what I'm doing. The major flaws are the delivery system here just isn't working, and I'm not really sure why, but I'm going to try something to see if it helps. But also, when I built this, I don't know what the hell it was. What made sense, you know, just basic, it's not even math, it's basic arithmetic. Well, it's sort of geometry too. Anyway. The water down there, where the pistons are, sometimes freezes. Gets pushed up by those pistons, run by a minecart on detector rails beneath it. Those pistons push it forward based on a copper clock. They go forward 12 blocks to here. And then this line of pistons pushes all of them down. There's 25 pistons, pushing them all down. That piston on the side pushes 12 of them here. And then now we have 13 to go all the way over here and then get pushed down. It's a really stupid system. It didn't occur to me, but it is. And I'll show you what's a better system. I think I can do it fairly quickly. Given some stuff to play with. I just want these in the area. I'm going to want that. I'm going to want some of these. That wouldn't suck. That's a good idea. Maybe that. And the rest I'll just get as I need. Here's what I'm thinking. These push forward, and I'm pushing down all 25, which is actually stupid. What I think I'd be happier doing is getting rid of... There's ice under this, right? There must be. This is like the middle, I guess, which is like 84. Yeah. Kill that. Kill... all of this. I'll just rethink it in a sec. And what I'd rather have than pistons pushing down here. Oh, and then forward. Probably going to want to break that. Well, I can get to it. I think. I don't know if it's going to interfere. Let me just get some room. Let go. Don't need you lagging right now. Okay. Which means now I've kind of lost track of where I'm putting this, but I'll figure it out. Give me that can go here. Assuming we know where the middle still is, it was 84. Break. Oh, that was so stupid. Yeah, thanks, that helps. Alright, never do that, by the way. So, touch is more useful, I think. Breakdown. Yeah, thanks. I'm going to have to time that. Okay, there we go. That's actually a concern. I don't want that being pushed, so I'm going to have to get rid of some stuff. The point is, I'd rather have this going up a bit. And by a bit, I mean I'm going to have to go do something about preventing it from going too high, too. Give me... I don't care very much. Let me have that. Just get to where I can actually hit something. No. Where is it? This is all wood, I think, so I'm just going to break it out. Can I shift onto the edge of a... Yeah, I guess I can. I can get that later. So, Though, yeah, I just want to get rid of all of this stuff. Which, on the bright side, everything floats now. It's hard to overstate how much I like that things float now. No. Stay. Yeah, none of this is good. Technically, none of those are... That can all go too. That's keeping that. I just put that down. So we don't... These aren't hooked up, so they're not really hurting anything, but it also doesn't help me to have them here, so I'm going to grab them. And, so now we have one piston. In the sense that it's a piston, it's not doing anything, it's not hooked up. But that aside, it does exist, and it's going to be doing that same job. Let's fish. Largely. There's more. It doesn't float quickly. It takes a minute to actually do what I want. It'll show up. Oh yeah. So, the other element here is, I kind of want to, I need something to set down. While this is pushing up, which means now this is here and it's just bothering me. I have that one trying really hard to do its job. Nothing's helping it anymore, so it's just running. Pushing the 12 toward the middle, so they end at, position 13, and then kind of get pushed forward. Which is, kind of how we got this whole sheet that's 13 inches, 13 meters wide. We're going to change element. We're going to change the whole thing, but functionally we're just going to change a couple of little details in order to... Is my stuff floating yet? In order to make this make a hell of a lot more sense. It's just going to be better, I think, unless I'm wrong. Let's find out. So that one pushes up if it has power. So that's something to be aware of. Similarly to, in fact, I'll just start over here. This thing... I'm just going to set one of, set one above it, because it's going to push here, not down there. I don't want it to go down and then push. I want it to stay here and then, push at the beginning. To which degree that can go. That can go. However, that can stay. These can all go because they're in the wrong place. Half of my plan here involves probably not even having this, but for now we'll just call it a thing that might exist. Someone, why does that look like that? That's weird. It shouldn't. If I had, I don't, if I had these in place. I really don't know why that was out so far. Oh, wow, that's weird. Okay, that goes there, and I'll go ahead and tick it up a bit. I'm out of room. No, you stupid. You saw what happened. I don't know what happened. It was weird. Okay, so in fact, that it doesn't really have to be open necessarily, but I don't see a reason to have them closed. Okay, oh, and then I gotta sleep in a sec, 'cause it's been like an hour. I'm gonna get phantomed. Give me some, yeah, that's nice. Of these. And, yeah, there's 2 more things I need to do. I really just... there's no way to fix it. I mean, like... It's not even like backpacks would help. I have to set them down and get stuff. Turn that on. This is the crudest hopper clock in the history of Minecraft. Yeah, it'll work. And then if there were... I gotta sleep. If there were room for that thing to push, it would push. I'll show you that in a sec, I guess. This is still Soft Touch, right? I got that right? Good. go find a bed, by the way. That'll free up some space. And take a nap because phantoms. Yeah, I'm going to wait for like an hour and a half in this game. I was just lurking before I started and then rolled it back, so I'm back to that position, I think. So that thing being operational, well, there's two ways to illustrate this. One, I guess I'll just do because it'll probably be fine. Just break one of those. There, that pushes it. So that's going to culminate right here. Well, I don't know if that'll culminate. A series will culminate is more the point. That. I want to just mirror that kind of over here. Which means, first of all, having a spot for these. I just have too much stuff. Put this here, like that. Just go down and I probably dropped some stuff already. Oh, I think I lost a. I may have lost a repeater. I guess I don't care that much. Maybe I got it. I don't see it. Fine. I'm gonna drop off some things I'm not using. Honestly, I'm probably not using that. And I guess I'm done playing with those things. Don't need all of that. I guess I have that. Okay, fine. Give me... those are great. Why does that look like... Oh. Yeah. Okay, yes, I do that. No, do it though. Repeater. Redstone. Repeaters. Redstone. Jumpstart. And we'll just go prove that from up here. Jumpstart. Redstone. Redstone. Incorrect. And then repeaters go here. Oh, that was really stupid. Here, and I guess I don't remember now if I delayed the one over there. I assume that's working. Okay. So that working means that it's working. That's how that works. I don't care too much about the delay thing. I just figure it's... Delay kind of tends to prevent things from locking up a little. Yeah, I did. Okay. That leaves figuring out this. The, obsidian down there can go, although it's going to take a minute to, clear it all out, so I'll just get to it. Give me those. I have a lot. Okay, can I reach that, or is it going to be a... No, it's going to be a dick about it. Okay. Let me scaffold. Old school scaffold, I guess. Damn it. No, do your job. There you go. That... I should have room, and I don't think any redstone elements are likely to melt the ice, I hope, because that would be really bad. Well, bad-ish. This is, again, pretty cheap, so it doesn't really matter. If I'm wrong, I can fix it. Oh, give me that for a second. Give me... Yeah, nuts. I don't have any way to get something done. I just realized that. That goes there. Goes long. That goes there. Goes long. I can't put this one in backward. I gotta figure it out. Silk touch, right? Yeah, right. Let's just make an assumption. It'll grow back, I suppose. Probably punch me in the face while it's doing it. Then I don't have to be up there because this is easy, and I've got the lever somewhere. And then we just break that out. That is now operational. Oh, I gotta go. A reason it matters that it's operational is I didn't do anything to stop it. I mean, that's the definition of operational, is it is not being stopped, I guess. But the important factor is I want to stop it because I don't want this just going up a dozen meters. It could. I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt that much. But in reality, yeah, that's fine. Here, by the way, is a place to start thinking, get out. I actually don't want this on the ice because I won't have any good way to power it, so I might have to go up a bit. Thinking about... Okay, ice I can't put... Obviously it moves. But if I put a block there, I can do stuff. Put track... Well, it won't be this block, but you see my point. Track there. Piston here if I can get it positioned. That's good. And, therefore, this doesn't actually belong here. Therefore, I'll be able to run, well, either do what I've been doing with, I'll just do it. Oh, I guess I won't just do it, I have to do this first. You can power it from the side, obviously, that's what I'm doing, but if I want to use tracks to make this happen, I think I'd rather have it run under. It just seems to work better. I don't know if it works better literally, but it makes more sense to me while I'm doing things. Put this in place. And this should, just all by itself, you know, by virtue of existing, kinda just start pushing that out. And gets away from us, and we don't have to... We can get to that later. I can walk through here, I guess. So that's that. And let me get where you can hear me. Beyond that point, that doesn't go there, it's still there. Beyond the point at which we have stuff existing here. The ice forming gets pushed up by the pistons, gets pushed forward by 25 pistons, gets pushed inward, ultimately, by 2, and now it culminates at position 13, which is being pushed up by that piston, and then meets that piston and goes forward by 12, and that's the gig. Do that a few more times, another, like 8, I think, and we'll be up a ways in the sky, but that's fine the more I think about it, because I don't like the ice being close enough to the sea lanterns to melt. Right now it's not, but it, you know, the way I was doing it, technically, that final line there, if it were to push out and it doesn't because it's broken, it could just melt, and that would be a bad day. The other half of this, and I will very likely need a bunch of material. I have that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let me have... Oh, I don't have... oh, I do. I have those. I don't know if it's enough, but I have them. What I'd like to do now... And... Well, maybe. Let me run this for a minute. I might not need... Well, I still want to... Okay, you know what? Here's the one thing I'm certainly going to do. I want this going slower than it's going. Which is going to mean... That's incidental. Let me just have... And this, of course, isn't lightning-proof, so it's something to consider. But let me just... kind of run this over here. You know what? I've got room. I'll just do this. Oh, no, I won't. Oh, wait, I still have those things, though. Hang on. I don't want to have to, especially if I might not be keeping this. But for now, we'll assume we're going to just run this around the back to slow it down. Because I don't want those pistons firing all that often. The longer it takes them to... On the one hand, they won't fire as often, and therefore it'll be a little messy as far as... notice I've lost track of where I'm going. You know, we'll have ice just sitting there waiting to be pushed that hasn't been pushed yet. On the other hand... 273. It'll give the ice... the water will have more time to freeze if the pistons aren't constantly rupturing at it. So, rupturing at, that's a thing, right? 273, okay. Okay, that's just weird. Go there. Kill that. Right? And I don't care about this anymore, so go... And we'll just sort of loop this at some point. Incidentally, I'm going to have to come back in a second and do something to these things, but for now it's fine. I'm pretty sure I can put tracks on, you know, double slabs like that. I don't see why I couldn't, but I guess we'll find out. Now I'm going to want a couple of things. I'm going to want corners. I don't need detector rails here. Those, that right behind there is a powered rail. It should be enough to send this thing going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That could probably be power. And then we can just sort of do power wherever we want to do it. I'm just guessing how symmetrical this is going to be. But one thing I want to get done, I don't know, I have left count. It's about there, I guess. One thing I want to not do is actually have this go too fast, because that would defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to do. And then there's a powered rail right behind that wall again. At this point, I need to do this. Can it get down through? Yeah, of course it can. I don't know where the thing is, but it's somewhere, I'm sure that it's making noise. Get over here and assume it's probably coming up. There it is. Ta-da. Oh, does that work? That didn't occur to me. I might need to do something different. That, bye-bye, go away. I'm working. We'll talk later. That looks better. When it comes around and hits the powered rail, I'm not convinced that it's always going to be fast enough to do its job there. That should change matter. I don't care which way you go, just go. Don't go away mad, just go away. Alright, so that should still be doing its thing. However, you know, it would help if this thing fired right about. Oh, it's already done it. It's on the firing side. So that's happening. Then it goes down, and I can lengthen. Well, I can just lengthen it for one thing, but also I can. There, that one formed, which is something. Gets pushed up. Should just, you know, that'll flip back the other way in a minute. Well, probably less than a minute. Down, right down. So that should give me a whole line of empty. Oh no, it wouldn't, because it's not. Yeah, it's relying on. I'd have to break out a bunch of stuff in the middle first. But it does seem to be doing what I want, and doing it less often enough that it might. The water has more chance of freezing and then therefore being useful. That's pushed out like 3 blocks. That's something. Then, there is the matter of, let go of me, of, getting the, really the best... I mean, I could do it, but it's going to be easier if I just wait for this to actually get pushed. It's 3 right, yeah. So it is doing its thing. It's not jamming up, I like that. I've got some stuff to get, you know, the obsidian can go. This isn't going to be here, I should get rid of it. I guess, let me... I'm done with rails unless I do the thing. But for now, I'm done with rails. What I don't know for sure... Do I have a way to find out? Yeah. Oh, it's actually ready to go. What I wonder is whether that is going to be able to push, if this is going to get weird. I don't know. That's empty. That's empty, so we'll know if it fires. I'm a little concerned, just given how it's acting over there, about the wall of... Did it do it? Did it work? No, that wasn't... What the hell was that? What are you doing? You know, I don't care. Oh, I'm in a room. Alright, that gives me a sec to... Oh, no. Ditch. I don't care about rails. I don't need that. Kind of might need some of that. I don't need that. Might need some of the rest of this. If that... I guess I don't know if it's likely that... Yeah, there it went. So, that is open now. And what I don't happen to know... Well, wait. 4. So something happened. Yeah, I think it's working. My concern is that this piston might get bound up just the way all the others did. I don't see a reason why it would, but I'm not going to rule it out. So let's assume that's working. And again, if it's too fast, I can use the rails to roll over here, roll a minecart beneath this above a detector rail. It'll do the same job, but not as often. And then what I want is, actually I don't want that on me that I can think of at the moment. You know, there's water, I'll just fall down. I want to get out. Some of this, you know, I don't know. We'll see what we end up with. Don't need this here, it's no longer doing anything productive. I mean, there's not even anything feeding in to make it do anything. It's not going to happen. Same for the elements on the side there. This is all going to be redone, which is good. Partly less moving parts, which from an engineering standpoint means less braking. From a Minecraft standpoint means less lag, which I guess is similar but different. And that can go, but I'll get to it. Got 8 blocks. That would be 12, wouldn't it? Well, I'm almost out of time, aren't I? The larger point is, my big concern, is getting this water to freeze. I would like it if it did that, because then things would happen. Because, yeah, with the pistons coming up too often, it's just working again. This could probably go. Is it going to hit a problem? Oh, because, yeah, there's a block there. See, the problem is this keystone, and it was the same problem as before. One comes in from this side, you know, from over there. The other comes in from there. The third comes in from here, and at some point, one has to lose. In fact, 2 have to lose. So that's a problem. Because, well, that one's jammed up and nothing can happen. There's a spot. Why is it jammed up and nothing can happen? That should be pushing it. There's a spot right there. It's open. This is what I'm talking about. I don't get it. I don't know what the problem is. That should absolutely be pushing this because there's a slot for it. I don't know why it's not. Damn it. Okay, well, that's something else to... I don't know why they... The only way I can think that makes sense is this happens to be up when that's trying to extend. And I guess that's something I could play with. And let me go change the timing on this, but I don't see it making a lot of... No, it did. What are you gonna have? But then I have to worry about that one being mistimed. Well, that one's only once in a while. I don't know. It's not like it's the same 4 ticks necessarily. Oh, it looks like it might be. I don't know. It really might be about... If it is about timing, I can solve that with the minecart thing. It'll be fine. Probably. I mean, what are the odds? If nothing else can fire, because the minecart has to make it fire, it doesn't matter when it happens as long as it does. So then, yeah, that's pushing out, which is good. It'll hit a maximum of 12, which then I can kind of just duplicate what I've done, but a couple of meters up, and push it that away, and at some point it'll be the hell over there, but higher up, probably about the height of that tree, to be honest. Climb up a ladder to get there where I can have a ceiling so phantoms don't matter, and I can just hack away with a self-touch pickaxe and they drop into hoppers, kind of like I'm supposed to have here, but it doesn't work. Oh, I'm out of time. I'll just go over here. I'll get the rest. Certainly get the rest of the feed, you know, what's replacing this. Is easy enough. It's just a matter of waiting long enough for that. I don't even have to wait, but I'm going to. Just so I know exactly what the limits are without guessing. I don't want to guess. And then these hoppers will basically be over here on line 84, which is not there, in fact. 84. But up however high we end up going, pushing up 2 or 3 meters times 8-ish. So that makes some sense to me. I don't know if it makes enough sense, but I guess we'll find that out in the long term. Alright, so I'm going to give up for now, and I'll just do this off camera. See you then. See you next time. Bye.